Final classes. A final class cannot be subclassed. For example, if I want to make sure that class car and bike cannot be further extended, then I need to declare them as final classes. Many of the Java Standard Library classes are final. For example, java.lang.system and java.lang.string. All methods in a final class are implicitly final, which implies that neither can these classes be subclassed nor can their methods be overridden. Now, let's see how to declare a final class. Here is an example. Public final class myFinalClass. Final, as you see here, is the keyword used to declare a final class. Now this implies that myFinalClass is a class which cannot be further subclassed or cannot have a child class. Final methods. A final method cannot be overridden by subclasses. Now let's assume a hierarchy of students in a university. Here, the classes Science Student, Arts Student, and Commerce Student are extended from the class Student. Let's further assume that all students in the university have a similar exam registration process. In such a case, it would be better if I implement the method to register for examination in the student class, and further ensure that the method cannot be overridden. In this example, I have a class Student which defines a method public final void register for exam. This implies that the subclasses of student class can only access this method. However, they are not allowed to override this method. Final is the keyword used to declare a final method. Now let's see an example. In this example, I am using three classes: circle, cylinder, and main. Here is my class circle. In this class, I have a final static double, pi is equal to 3.14, and a method area of circle which is defined as final. And then I have the class cylinder. Class cylinder extends class circle, as you can see here. Now let's try to override the method area of circle in the cylinder class. Done. Now here, when I try to override this method area of circle, the error that I would get is something like cannot override area of circle in circle class, overridden method is final. Therefore, I can conclude saying that final methods cannot be overridden. Final variable. A final variable is a constant in Java. It can only be assigned a value once, which implies that once I assign a value to a final variable, I cannot change it. Here is an example of how to declare a final variable. Final is a keyword used to declare a final variable. Public static final double pi is equal to a value 3.14 and so on.